So an area of my life that where I felt like I had to show surrender with the Lord was our move here. It was definitely a desire of Chris's to move. I can't say that it was a strong desire of mine at first. And we talked about it for several years, but then finally did it. But it was very hard for me to leave family behind and an established community and break out of a comfort zone where everything was very familiar. On this particular move, I like everything to be lined up, all my ducks in a row, know everything ahead of time, have everything planned out, and there was almost none of that. But I, through the process, the whole process of getting the house ready to sell and listing it, and then actually getting here, to getting established here, a lot was unknown, but I just had to, it was a true test of faith. Some worries that I had, obviously, it was going to be very hard on my family, and it was, and it still is. Doubts of, are we going to find work? Are we going to find another church like the one that we had before? How are the kids going to transition? And while we still haven't, there's still been challenges and hiccups, but I feel like I've grown so much, and we've definitely challenged ourselves by surrendering.
Yeah, the move for us, like you had mentioned, was more a desire of mine. I really felt compelled, and it was something that I really needed for my life, but and pursue where I felt our family should go and where we needed to be.
And ultimately, in just wanting to pursue God more and be in obedience to Him, we can stay where we were and ultimately, I think, live with a lot of regret. Or I could, surrender and be obedient to where I feel like God was leading us. And what allowed me to overcome worries and doubts, it just wasn't an option. There was such a strong feeling of like, look, we all have a choice. We have free will, but man, if I don't do this, I am really going to regret this. And I don't know how many times we have said since we've moved here, man, we are so thankful that we did this. We are so glad that we did this, and we've seen growth in our family.
So if I was going to encourage, anybody in the body or anybody at, within the church, in my experience, I've found that when I focus my eyes on Christ and God's love and what He's done for me, that I am more open to surrendering areas of my life, whether they're areas of selfishness or pride. It's a lot easier to surrender when I think about what God's done for me and how He surrendered His life. If you want to grow in surrendering to God, think about God's love and what He's done.
I just want to add too that we have said multiple times and shared with many of you too just how thankful we are to be part of the Valley Mills family as well. We're just felt so blessed, still feel so blessed, and we're so welcomed by everyone here. So that was huge in our transition of getting settled in here as well, was being able to find a church family.